ladies and gentlemen, to a quick broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. I just wanted to briefly give a message regarding this coronavirus. New York had its one-day worst deaths, 731 in one day, the biggest jump since it started. And where this is going to end, we don't know. We don't know. But one thing I can tell you is that these signs from God that's been happening, graduating and getting more intense and more frequent the last 2-3 decades, is a sign of God, not in heaven shaking his fist at humanity, but pleading with a pleading heart to his creation to turn away from the things that we've gone over numerous times in the Bible, what the Bible tells us to. Mainly treat others as you wish to be treated. And ladies and gentlemen, it's foretold. I'll go over the verse again. And I went over it the last video. Luke 21, and great earthquakes. We've been having them. They're increasing all the time. In diverse places, various places. Famines in Yemen, children are starving. Pestilences. That's the coronavirus. That's an example of the coronavirus. Fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. And we've been seeing those great and fearful sights from heaven. It's a time to gather. We should pray for our commander-in-chief. He's under a lot of duress. He's got a lot on his plate. And the Bible says respect authority. And he's our authority, and we should respect him. Now, not to sound redundant, but this is equivalent to what I said on the last broadcast as a woman in travail giving birth. The birth pains get more severe and more frequent as the end comes to the birth, until the birth. And we're seeing that happen. That's what Jesus referred it to as birth pains. And I do not want to be a bearer of bad news or be a fearmonger, because I am not. I am not. But I've studied the Bible long enough, and I've prayed an awful lot. And these signs are not going to stop until man changes his ways about some things that I think a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about, because if you've been following Jerusalem's Gate, we went over it over the many years. So many times, and I'm nobody special, I can assure you. I'm nobody special. But if you read the Bible and you pray, you would know what God is talking about. And I think you know what God is talking about. With that being said, I want it to be a brief broadcast. Our hearts go out to the coronavirus victims, their families, throughout the world. Where this is going to end, we do not know. Could end soon, could explode from here. We don't know. But I can assure you these signs are going to keep getting more frequent and more severe. And there'll be moments of it laying low and like the economy doing good, and then you get mixed signals, and that's God doing this. God's in full control. God is not in heaven wondering what to do next. God is high on his throne, lifted up and magnified. He's in complete control. But we cannot understand God's sovereignty. Pray. Get close to the Lord. Treat others as you wish to be treated. And I'll close with that, and I think most of y'all know what I'm talking about. We love you. We see you on the next broadcast.